Greece won the first ever Olympics, but in 1904 one country took the lead and never lost it. These are the nations with the most Olympic medals. From 1896 to 2026, Greece topped that first medal table as host, and France led after the 1900 Paris Games. Then the 1904 St. Louis Olympics, held on American soil, handed the United States a haul the world would chase for more than a century. Through the 1910s and 20s, Sweden, Finland, and Great Britain led the chasing pack. Finland's Paavo Nurmi, the Flying Finn, won 9 Olympic golds and 12 medals almost single-handedly. Sweden cleaned up as hosts in 1912, and Britain leaned on its swimmers and sailors. But every 4 years, the Americans simply scored more, and their lead at the top kept stretching. The 1932 Los Angeles Games were small and far away, staged in the depths of the Great Depression. Then in 1936, Berlin turned the Olympics into Nazi propaganda, until Jesse Owens won 4 golds and stole the show. Germany still won the most medals of those games, on home soil. And then the world went to war. The 1940 and 1944 Olympics were canceled outright. When the Games finally returned to a rationed, bombed-out London in 1948, the United States was still far in front. In 1952, a new superpower walked into the Games, the Soviet Union. It arrived fully formed, winning dozens of medals at its very first Olympics. Suddenly, the medal table read like a Cold War scoreboard, East against West. The Soviets climbed past everyone but the Americans, and the two of them pulled away from the field. Then came one of sport's strangest powers, East Germany. A country of just 16 million people, yet a relentless medal machine. Behind it lay a secret state-run doping program, only fully exposed years later. On the all-time table, tiny East Germany went rocketing upward. Cold War politics then tore the Games themselves apart. America and dozens of allies boycotted Moscow in 1980, and the Soviet bloc struck back, skipping Los Angeles in 1984. At Seoul in 1988, the Soviet Union reached its all-time peak. And then, almost overnight, the country itself ceased to exist. The medal map was suddenly redrawn. The Soviet Union was gone, and so was East Germany. A reunified Germany now competed as one, while Russia marched out alone. Their frozen Soviet and East German totals stayed locked on the table, monuments to a vanished era. And a new giant was climbing fast, China, winning more at every Games. At its home Beijing Games in 2008, China won 100 medals and topped the gold count. Britain poured money into its athletes and surged on home soil at London 2012. And quietly, reunified Germany passed the Soviet Union's frozen total to take second place all time. Through Tokyo, Paris, and the Winter Games, the United States just kept adding. By the 2026 Milano-Cortina Olympics, it had passed 3,000 all-time medals, more than double any other nation. A lead taken back in 1904 and in over a century, never once given up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more data races.